I thought today I would show you how I styled and used the things that I bought today while thrifting. I am headed to this big huge sale that they're having at a church nearby. It's supposed to be pretty big, so I'm excited to check it out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what I can find. At a sale like this, it can be really overwhelming because they just have so much stuff to look through. This whole room was just filled with art and frames and mirrors, and that's like my favorite thing. So I felt the urge to see every single thing, but I didn't have a lot of time, so I was just hoping to find some really good ones, and luckily I found a few things that I could take home with me. This sale was organized by rooms, so it was really easy to go through. It was so nice to see, you know, all the pillows together, all the linens together, and it was easy to kind of go through things. Things like Christmas. I wasn't really looking for Christmas items, but it's fun to look at. This room here at the end was the biggest room. They had the jewelry in here and the furniture, and they had all the dishes and crystal, and there was so much to look at. That's what the fun of thrifting is. It's a big treasure hunt. So I know when I go thrifting, I will find something that I love. It's hard to kind of pick my favorites sometimes, and that's what I was trying to do this day because I didn't want to bring home every single thing. Okay, so that was crazy. Lots of stuff to look at. I tried to be really discerning over what I grabbed, trying to find things that I would actually have a use for and have a place for. I haven't gone thrifting in probably 3 or 4 months, if you can believe it. But it was good to get out there again and see what they had to offer and get some good deals. And I was able to find some fun things. I can't wait to show you. I'm gonna go back home. And the prices were amazing, of course. And I was able to pick up some really beautiful things. First of all, what I grabbed is this wonderful set of curtains. These are actually Pottery Barn brand, and they are the type of panels that have the slits so they don't have grommets or anything. And my plan for these is to put these in my front room where I am right now, because the ones that I have right now are grommets and I really don't think they match the style of the room. So I'm gonna go with these and see if it elevates the window a little bit. And also I think they're longer. The ones that I have now are just a little too short. Picked up these panels for $2 each. So it was $4 for the set of them. I'm looking at the window right now. This is the curtain we want to change. I'm gonna flip the camera around. So here it is. We have the grommets up there. It's not my favorite. And also these curtains are a little bit short for this spot here. So I'm just gonna quickly switch these out. I think this will be a pretty quick, easy change, and it will make a big impact. So I'm excited to see it. Before I put the new curtains up, I need to take the old ones down, so that's what I'm doing here. I struggled with the screw on the side there for a second, and I had to do the same thing with the other side, so it kind of hung there for a minute, but it was okay. And if you see me kind of huffing and puffing as I get up and down, it's because I'm about 20 weeks pregnant, and it's just hard to get up and down anywhere these days without huffing and puffing. And as you can see here, I am putting this on the wrong way. I do realize it later, so just word to the wise, check that you put the curtains on the correct way before you hang them up, because otherwise you'll be redoing it while it's up in the air and it's a little bit more difficult. I was able to fix it, but you know, made the task a little bit harder for myself. It was really easy getting them back on there, and then I just had to zhuzh them out a little bit after I was done, and that was the end of that project. Very simple, very easy. Yay, I love it. It looks so much better. I know it's really hard to tell in this lighting. I really think they look much better. It looks great. So I am happy with that. Yay for thrifting and going to get things on a good sale that are really nice. I'm a fan of it. And it's nice to actually just be like, you know what, I'm gonna put them up right now, and it's done. D-O-N-E, done. This pillow, I gotta show you this, it's so sweet. It's kind of misshapen, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But look how sweet these little cardinals are. They're stitched on here. I'm sure somebody did it with a machine. I had to grab it. It was $1, and I love cardinals. They are some of my very favorite birds. We live in North Carolina, and it's just so beautiful here. And the cardinals they add to the beauty. The red against the green. So let's go find a good spot for it. So for this pillow, I'm thinking I'm going to put it on the rocking chair by our TV because we had just had to put, so let me show you. We just had to put up this baby gate because I have a 1-year-old and he loves to climb stairs, which obviously isn't very safe for him. So I'm thinking I have this blanket here and we can just kind of add some coziness with the blanket. There were a few different options I had with the blanket and I ended up doing a just drape over the side of the armchair here, so most of the chair would still show, but I just really thought it added a little bit of warmth and coziness. It is fall, you know, so these chunky blankets are great, and I just thought it looked really sweet there on the chair. This is the next thing I picked up. I just loved this. It's like a wooden panel art piece. I actually love the moody colors in this, but something about it is just kind of too muted for me. I'm gonna do a little bit of a DIY on this piece. So I just thought this was really cool, and this was $3. Okay, so I'm over here by the fireplace now. I am going to hang this up, I think, over here, and we'll see how it looks. I'm just kind of experimenting. It is fall right now, so this dark, moody painting picture, it might fit in nicely with that. I brought a jar and a nail because I couldn't find a hammer and I don't have a lot of time. I'm gonna put this here and see how it looks more as a trio here rather than the two. We'll see how it looks, you know, just kind of experiment. Don't know if I like that. I wonder if I just put this here instead. No. Don't love that. This thing has always been kind of weird to decorate around, and maybe I'll just take it down. Let's try just putting this here instead. I know it's pretty busy over here, so I don't know. What do you think? I know that I have kind of too much going on the fireplace. I think I like it better, a little more simplified though. Might go ahead and edit this out. Yeah, that already looks better. Not perfect, but better. It's kind of what I'm aiming for lately. Not perfect, but better. I decided to go ahead and add a little bit of white gesso, and all this is white gesso and water. I'm doing this because it was pretty dark on the wall and I wanted it to stand out a little bit more and have a little bit more texture and interest, and I love adding just a little bit more vibrancy with adding just some white. I felt like the black was nice and dark already, but it needed some light in this painting. So basically all I'm doing is just touching up some spots with white and then letting it kind of drip and add some interest and texture that way. And this is really a fun way to just change up the artwork that you find, but make it yours. Here is the final piece. I really like how it turned out. It has really pretty texture now, and I just love a good drippy painting. So that's kind of the style I was going for, and I think it looks really nice here on the wall. Here is the final look, and here's a look at the before and after. I think it turned out really nice. Okay, I also found this rug. It was $3. I have a spot in mind for it. Bought this particular one because it seems pretty long. I don't know if I love the colors of it. It's a really nice rug though, and I like the design. So I don't know, I might have to do something to change that up. What do you think? It's the perfect size and it's really well made and I really like it. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to change the color of it. I decided the rug was a little too yellow, so I'm going to be toning it down with some dye. And I've never dyed a rug before, so this is a new experience for me. I'm a little nervous, but I do know that dye is very messy. So I have my plastic sheeting down and I have my gloves on. So all I'm doing here is making sure the rug is nice and saturated with hot water. So I used my spray bottle for that. And then I added the dye right into it with a stiff bristled brush and just kind of dug it in there. And with my gloves, I would kind of go and mix it in even deeper to get a nice smooth application. And after this was done, I took my little green cleaner and washed it. And I would recommend leaving your gloves on. Don't do what I did and take them off. So I did 2 layers of the dye, and the second time I washed it, I used my large cleaner since I felt like the little one wasn't cutting it. And you can see how much dye and water is coming out of this. I did make a mistake here, and I should have left the plastic sheeting down under this because I was making a mess. So I'm going to rinse it out, and then we're going to let the sun do its thing. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the sun for a little while, and we'll see what happens. Here's what it looks like in the end. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It was a pretty subtle change, but that's all I wanted, was just a little bit darker, a little less yellow. So I also picked up this really cool thing here. Kind of too big to show you, but it's a chair. Let me show you a picture. For this chair, it's actually pretty simple. It's just going to go right behind me in this room. The piano is black, and it's like this brown, which doesn't bother me too much, but what does bother me is that this piano bench is totally broken, and it has been broken for a while. I think I'm just gonna put this chair here. I think it'll be cute to have just a regular chair here, but it's like an elevated kind of fun chair. I don't know, let's see how it looks, and we'll see what we feel like. I actually love that, I think. I don't know, it looks better in here than the bench. The only problem is the storage, but I can figure out somewhere else to put the books. Alright, well that actually worked out pretty well. I just put all the books in here next to the piano that I already had. Piano books and things here, so problem solved. So now we just need to live with it for a few days and see how we feel about it. But I think it's pretty, it looks nice. It looks much better than the bench did. It's fun when a simple change like this can make a world of difference, and I really hope the chair is happy in its new home. It's kind of fun for me to actually show you what I do with the things that I find while thrifting. And hopefully just show you that we don't have to buy a lot of things and just put them in storage. We can enjoy them right away. That's what I'm trying to do better with. I don't want to just clutter my home up with things. I'm trying to be intentional about the things I bring in here and, you know, enjoy them while I can put them out or have a purpose for them right away. So instead of put it off for later, I figured I would do it right now. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!